Hey Coaster Spotters, it's Alex. It is still April 6th and we're at our second park of the day. We've made our way on the Long Island Express and braved the intense traffic to get here at Adventureland. And that's the Adventureland dude on top of a dinosaur. I don't know where to go from there. So yeah, here's the safety boat. Swim school? Rescue boats? There's a little bit of a, I don't know what it's called, because that says rescue boats, that says safety school. Anyways, definitely not as interesting as the crocodile boats that they used to have. But yeah, these are super fun. Probably not going to do it today. It looks like they replaced the entire ride because everything looks really, really newish. Definitely replaced a lot. Also new for this year is the Lighthouse Drop. The little standard kiddie drop ride. Same model that Legoland's got at Lego Movie World. Alright, shout out to my boy, the legend, over at In the Loop. If you haven't subscribed to their channel, definitely go do it.
Alright, we have a contender with like slowest train in America.
Alright, so Alan, just got our Turbulence Max Spinner. What did you think?
It's good. Good ride. You know, honestly, I forgot that we weren't in like the front seat of the ride when we were, because we had nobody in front of us because we were in the very back, turned backwards. And I'm like, oh yeah, we're actually like at the very back of this attraction. That was good. It was fun. Good flow to the ride. Like some decent little like airtime pops, cool turns, good visuals, good length of the ride. Like everything about it's good. There's no negatives really about what Turbulence is.
The ride lives up to its namesake, and I just think it's a really forceful ride. Like,
this has always been like a weird space where this park has like above average for what it is, like steel coasters. There's nobody on the platform for this ride.
alright, new for last year, Mystery Mansion. Very unique hanging dark ride. The only thing I can think of that's similar is Rehoboth Beach Haunted Mansion, which is, by the way, one of the most underrated dark rides in the world. Have you been on the Haunted Mansion at Rehoboth?
I have not been.
You, sir, are not a dark ride enthusiast.
I understand that.
I need to take your fictional dark ride enthusiast card away from you. Yeah.
I know it's supposed to be great. It's just, I'll get there. I'll get there.
Alright. We just got off our Mystery Mansion. I thought it was okay.
It was alright.
You know.
I would say, I actually like the one that we rode earlier today better, at Coney Island.
That has the nostalgia, though.
Yeah, that's nostalgia. The other thing, too, is on that one, the stunts are way closer to you. This one, there's one really good jump scare that got used.
Yeah, it was on my side. It uses the same kind of jump scare that, like, Spookorama does, though.
Yeah, like with the air pop, and like, but it kind of like propels something towards you.
No, it yelled at you and then it popped you. So it was like you weren't expecting the second phase of it. That's what got me. Yeah.
But,
so
you know, like the outdoor section is kind of a bust. Both of them have screens now, oddly enough. So go Universal.
The screen here was actually really kind of. I think it was well done, going up the lift to the second level.
I'd say it is what it is. It's a $1 million. You know, essentially glorified portable dark ride, but they got a lot for the $1 million. You could do a lot worse than what they did here. It's a very unique looking ride. The suspended cars are really cool. I like that it comes outside and you can look down on people in the queue line.
Yeah, that was fun. The only thing I was hoping for, which I really liked about and Rehoboth Beach Haunted House is they use, since you're suspended, they use the space underneath you to scare you.
Yeah, it would be nice, like
there was
a
none of
Peter
that
Pan type effect, but scary, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
That would have been really cool. Or something on the floor, even mirrors, you know, something like that.
Air popping up at you, like something.
There's a lot of hallways in this ride, and like if you did like a mirrored hallway, kind of like what Knoebels used to have on the haunted house.
Why did you? Thank you for bringing that up. Great.
Which I miss, by the way, because it was the best.
You know what has that? Almost that same exact scene.
Right, Rehoboth Beach?
Rehoboth Beach.
Of course. But,
same music.
Yeah, I'm just throwing that out. Like that's actually would be perfect for this ride, especially with the cars being not just suspended but also floorless.
Yeah.
So it's good. It's not bad. I like the ride at Dino's a little bit more in terms of dark rides. Man, this park is still nice.
Yeah,
it's a really nice park.
It's just a really clean. And what they do with a very narrow, like, if people don't realize,
there's a target right there.
That's the target. That's the end of the park. On the other side of this dark ride, that's the end of the park. And then it's just that way, and then it L's a little bit over that way. And then we come over here, and it doesn't get any wider anywhere. What they do with this land
is amazing.
And what it's probably worth is ridiculous.
And they haven't stacked anything here, really, in terms of rides. Like, they could have gone that route, but they didn't.
And they even have a train that goes around the perimeter of the park. I mean, you got all your, like, need to have. Antique cars, 2 roller coasters, a dark ride, 2 flumes, a mini one and a full-size one. You got some spinning rides that are good for adults.
Yeah.
You got a cool Ferris wheel.
Nice kids area.
Yeah, it's like the Ferris wheel is like those kiddie
sweet shop. I mean, that's really nicely done.
Yeah, and then you notice that they put some effort into the architecture. I mean, it doesn't cost as much to do this stuff, but parks are just so damn cheap that they think, let's just build it and there it is.
It's little things that you don't like. You may not immediately notice. Like a good example that I'm going to point out to you right now is if you look straight down, concrete pavers.
Yeah, always love concrete pavers.
This stuff is super expensive to install compared to doing asphalt or blacktop, which is what Six Flags does.
But other than a little bit of maintenance for that tile that might become, sunken or something like that, it lasts forever.
Yeah. I mean, here's like a train crossing. Or those are the antique cars.
It's the antique cars. I mean, it's kind of a lame antique car ride, but it's still fun for the kids.
Yeah.
It's not one that you really drive, unfortunately. As you can see, that kid's not really doing anything.
But yeah.
But she thinks she is, and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters.
Yeah. But it's just a super cute park. You have a family restroom, so that's family friendly.
Go back towards the pirate
Very nice
ship.
to see those these days.
Pirate ship's still here, right?
The Hoos is still here.
All right.
Yeah, this used to be a little bit of a Hoos ground. Wait, what was Surf Dance? Was that Hoos?
No. It was something else.
Okay.
It was the Always Upon was something else.
All right, so here's to demonstrate how small this place is and how much stuff they have to do.
I assure you there are no trees on the other side of Turbulence to that degree.
No, that would be the target.
Yeah.
And do not touch the bull. There's no bull here. And we're in Paris. I arrived here 4 months early.
Charging stations.
Charging stations are nice because, you always need that power.
It's actually a very good pirate ship.
Yeah, Hoos's are always pretty fun once they get going.
They have a really high lap bar. That's the best part about it.
Yeah. Intamans, in my opinion, are the worst. They just don't do much.
I agree. Kings Island is pretty loud, for instance.
Yeah, for how big it is, it's just like, what's going on here? Yeah. Funny story, when I went to Lake Winnie, it was later fixed in the season, but it literally took us about 5 minutes to get up to speed. And I'm not even joking. It was horrendous. And then my friend went back later, he's like, they fixed it. I'm like,
I would look at it.
I hope so.
I don't know that open.
So here's the entrance to the antique cars, very nice. Got your little pirate guy. Yeah, so it's your semi-portable Revachon type of deal.
Yeah.
2 drop special.
It's not ready for this. You can tell they need to do some patches too to the
Yeah.
but I'm sure they'll get that all done before the start of the season.
I feel like this is their next edition eventually. This land, I feel like it's prime for replacement because this thing, I mean, it's a water ride and they never last forever. And it's a Revachon, right?
Yeah.
Not exactly made. Yeah.
It's also, like, in my mind it's new, but it's actually about 17 years old.
Yeah.
Because I'm also old.
Yeah. Okay, if I have one complaint about Adventureland, if you like to buy souvenirs, don't expect anything from Adventureland. This is about it. And I mean, Little Dipper, but
Okay. I have one of these from a shore excursion in Mexico.
okay.
And at first you're like, what's the big deal? But if you look really closely at like the heads and then like compare it to the hands, like you can tell that these are like children that they've stitched adult heads onto.
Oh.
With like really weird tiny hands. And also this woman is like Hispanic but wearing like, there's like a Confederate flag t-shirt deep under there with like an eagle on it.
Oh God, that's so weird.
And then they just took this and reversed it. So you
Why is insert even there? What does that tell you more about?
It's ideal for your purse, briefcase, car, or luggage.
Well, there you go. And of course you have your Minecraft swords. And Popeye. What? Why?
Why Popeye?
Why?
Sure.
Universal. Yeah, so the merch is. Oh, this is nice though. I like this. I definitely like that.
That's not bad.
Ooh. Okay, so I gotta take it back. They do have some nice stuff. Unfortunately, I just don't do T-shirts anymore because
Too many.
I got too many. And
Actually, this Manson one's
and
pretty cool.
with my girlfriend moving in, if I come back with a T-shirt, she's not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be happy if I come back with a T-shirt because then I'd have to throw another T-shirt away. So yeah, that's the merch situation. If you want any magnets or pins, you are S out of luck. Oh, but I do like the logos right there. And apparently, oh look, Ladybug roller coaster.
It has been covered over by the air conditioner.
I think that's just, I don't think that's anything to do with the fact that they rethemed it. It's just ironic.
Also My Little Pony.
Oh, and there's Crocodile Run. Also, super cute ride, the Little Dipper, mini log flume. I actually did this last year with my girlfriend and we actually had a pretty good time. It actually probably gets you wetter than most log flumes. It even has a tunnel. And it has the Adventureland mascot on the back of the cars, the boats. All right, Formula One are their bumper cars. And a cool LED board on the back, does really cool things. Pretty cool looking bumper cars. You don't really see a race theme very often, so that's fun. All right, also inside the arcade is a really cool history wall. It includes pretty much all the rides that they've ever had. They definitely like to share their heritage. I mean, you got weird stuff like that talking head tree guy.
I remember that.
I had no idea they had a galaxy and a toboggan, but they had them. This is where I more or less enter the picture of coming here. The surf dance was a very unique ride. The Hurricane now operates. Where did that Hurricane go?
That is in Panama City, Florida.
Okay, that's the Panama City, Florida one. And it had updated trains towards the end of its life, so it had really good trains, and still does down in Florida.
Yeah.
And then here we go with them adding the log flume in the 2000s, and then turbulence. Obviously, one little thing they didn't decide to share about us is the top scan, and you'd know why if you knew anything about it.
And the Ghost House replaced 1313 Cemetery Way, which was the original dark ride that they mentioned there, and which the tree belonged to, which was an animatronic tree.
That's awesome.
And of course now there's a new dark ride in place of that. And Lord only knows where that is. It's probably like touring in Europe or something like that.
Yeah, so they definitely like replacing rides, freshening it up and all that stuff. New for this year is new trains and a rename to the Rattlesnake on the formerly Ladybug coaster. Your standard Tivoli medium model. Fun ride. All right, last ride of the day at Adventureland. Rattlesnake. Alan?
Yeah.
How excited are you for this?
It's good.
Yeah, okay. Well, I love Zaire because they support a ride that they have not met. They haven't, Tivolis are done, pretty much, right?
Yeah.
They're onto the forks.
Yeah.
But they'll still build you a new train, and they probably won't,
Ridiculously overcharging.
Right. And with Park Asterix, they came to Zaire and said, we need a new track. And Zaire was like, okay, we'll give you a new track.
Yeah.
Same with Pleasurewood Hills. They had to replace some of their track too.
Yep.
So yeah, we would have showed you a little bit more of the park, but apparently when this park closes, they mean business, like employees, people, just like, it's ridiculous. They're all gone. And I think they kicked everyone out of line. Yeah, they kicked everyone out of line of this ride too. When they're done, they're done. So if you come to Adventureland, make sure you're in line for a ride that you actually want to ride well before closing.
Yep.
But we had a fun hour and a half here, just walking around, checking it out. We didn't ride that much, but
4 rides, whatever.
But yeah, it was a good day, and that's all I have to say. And thank you for watching. Please subscribe, rate, and make a comment, and tell your friends. Frisbees are awesome.
Always.